Dear students, I am Dr. Ganesan, Head Department of Economics, Ayanada Janagimal College, Sivagasi. Today in this video lecture, I am going to explain about the meaning, characteristics and equilibrium determination under monopoly. So here, before entering into the topic, here in imperfect market conditions, there are many markets that is monopoly, duopoly, oligopoly, monopolistic competition, monopsony and so on. So here in this lecture we are going to discuss about monopoly. So first we understand about the meaning of monopoly. Monopoly is a word consists of two words. One is mono, it means single, and the another word is poly, it means seller. So here monopoly is made up of two words, mono and poly. Mono means single and poly means seller. So simply you can remember monopoly means single seller. So here monopoly refers to the market situation in which there is only one seller of the commodity which has no close substitutes. So here the entire market demand is controlled by only one seller. So here under monopoly, single seller in the market, and it is otherwise called absence of competition. So now we discuss about what are the characteristics which are applicable to the monopoly. First point, single seller. So monopoly means only one seller controls the entire market. The second point, price maker. So here in a perfectly competitive market, the firms are price taker, not the price maker. But you take into account of monopoly, here monopoly is a price maker. He fixed price for his own product. He is adjusting the demand and supply, and according to that he fixed price for his own product. So monopoly is a price maker, not the price taker. Then the third one, no freedom of entry of firms. So here if any firm will come and enter into the market of monopoly means the monopoly is ruined. So here there is no freedom of entry of firms. Here the entry of firms will be restricted. But you take into account of perfectly competitive market, firms can freely come and enter into the market and leave the market. But you take into account of monopoly, here single seller, no freedom of any other firms to come and enter into the market and produce and sell goods and services. And the fourth one, no close substitutes. Here he is the only seller, he is producing that particular commodity, so no other firm is involved in the production of the same commodity. So here there is no close substitute for the monopoly product. The fifth one, the monopoly can use his monopoly power to any extent to earn maximum profit. Normally the monopoly earn abnormal profit. So these are the 5 points to take it for the characteristics or conditions or features of monopoly. Now we will discuss about how the monopoly firm will attain equilibrium. So here in a imperfect market condition, the AR and MR curves are downward sloping. So here it is also applicable to monopoly. So in a monopoly, the average revenue curve, or you can tell the demand curve, will be sloping downward. The corresponding marginal revenue curve also a downward sloping one, but it is steeper than AR, that is average revenue. Always the marginal revenue curve lies below the average revenue curve. Here also the equilibrium condition is marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. So here the profit will be maximized by equating marginal revenue and marginal cost. So now we will explain how the monopoly firm will attain equilibrium with the help of a diagram. So in this diagram, O x-axis represents output and O y-axis represents revenue and cost. Here the AR curve or the demand curve of the firm is a downward sloping one. And the corresponding marginal revenue curve is also a downward sloping one. Here you can see the pink curve MR, it is marginal revenue curve. It lies below the average revenue curve. Then as usual you can draw AC and MC. AC is nothing but average cost curve and MC is nothing but marginal cost curve. Both are U-shaped in nature. The marginal cost curve cuts the average cost curve at its minimum point. According to our diagram, A is the equilibrium point because at this point the marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. So here now we have to determine the level of output produced by the firm and average revenue and average cost. So from the point of equilibrium, we have to draw a vertical line to x-axis to determine the level of output. So the vertical line from point of equilibrium which touches the x-axis at point N. So ON is the equilibrium level of output produced by the monopoly firm. So to determine the average revenue and average cost, we have to extend the vertical line from point E to AR and AC. So the vertical line from point of equilibrium will touches the average revenue curve at point Q. So here QN or OP is the average revenue or revenue per unit. In the same way, the vertical line from point of equilibrium touches the average cost curve at point R. So Rn is called cost per unit, or you can tell OS. OS is the average cost or cost per unit. So the revenue per unit is equal to OP and the cost per unit is equal to OS. Now the profit per unit is equal to PS. So PS is the difference between average revenue and average cost. So by selling 1 unit of a commodity, the monopoly firm earns PS amount of profit. So now we have to calculate the total revenue, total cost and total profit. So total revenue is calculated by multiplying average revenue and total output. So here according to our diagram, the average revenue is equal to OP and the total output is equal to ON. So by multiplying OP and ON, we will get OPQN. So the total revenue earned by the firm by selling ON amount of output at OP price is equal to OPQN. So in the same way, we have to estimate the total cost. So the total cost is calculated by multiplying average cost and total output. So according to our diagram, the average cost is equal to OS and the total output is equal to ON. So by multiplying OS with ON, we will get OSRN. So this is the total cost. So the total cost earned by the firm to produce ON level of output is equal to OSRN. So total revenue is equal to OPQN and the total cost is equal to OSRN. Now we have to determine the total profit enjoyed by the monopoly firm. By calculating the total profit, we should take the difference between total revenue and total cost. So here the formula is TR minus TC. TR is nothing but the total revenue and TC is nothing but the total cost. So according to our diagram, total revenue is equal to OPQN and the total cost is equal to OSRN. So now the difference between total revenue and total cost is equal to PQSR. This is the total amount of abnormal profit enjoyed by the monopoly firm. So the total profit is equal to PQSR. It is given in the shaded region, that is PQSR is called the abnormal profit enjoyed by the monopoly firm. Thank you, friends.